Ooh, y'all. What's going on, y'all? Hey, old Pap. Look at her, y'all. We done brought Pap out the cut. What's going on, Pap? What's going on, Sarah? What's going on, y'all, man? Look at her. It's been rough. But guess what? Can't nothing stop you. Don't let nothing stop you at all. Don't let nothing stop you, no matter how they try to get you down, knock you up out off your feet, knock you up out your shoes. Still remain standing strong. Cause all they want to do is what? Is see you fall. And once you fall, you'll get them everything they need. They good. One thing you never do is let them see you fall. You never let them see you sweat, and you never let them see you fall. On that note, y'all, I've been kind of busy. I went and got some coats last week. I went and got some blankets from the thrift store. On that day again, it was a green day, so I had a green day tag. So I got some stuff pretty cheap. But when I went there on a quick impulse. Well, what do you mean, girl? What I mean is, I just took some money out of my check. Got tired of asking for donations. People acting shitty. Can't get none for them. So guess what? I use my own damn money. I use my own money. And I'm just tired of just asking for donations for them so I can just do myself. So I took money out of my food for me to eat off of my stomach. And I went and got coats. I went and got blankets. I went and gave them out. Me. Me. I didn't have no help. I don't get no help for donation for the homeless or nothing. I do it by myself. I would have got that stuff and I did that. But let me tell you what happened though. Yes, I was. I'm finna tell it, Sarah. I'm finna tell it. I'm finna tell it. You know, God is a good God. You know, it's sad when you can't get water for his kids. You can't get beans for his kids. You can't get rice for his kids. You know, I take and use my own money. And when people do donate, that's fine. But at this time last week, the cold just came in all of a sudden, just swooped in there. I'm serious, just swooped in there. I'm like, damn, I got to go get them some coats. I need some blankets. Not one time did I make a post that I need coats. I need blankets. I didn't ask somebody. I said, fuck, I'm tired of asking people. They get their money to everybody else, but can't help with donation for the homeless people. So I told my girl, I said, I went and bought some coats and blankets today. I took money out my food. I said, I ain't gonna have much food, but I got some coats and stuff. So I'm gonna be all right. That's what I told my girl. So today, well, last night, last night, I said, dang, I got to try to find me give me a couple of groceries around here for me to eat on and everything. I said, but I ain't really got much money, but I got a little bit. I ain't gonna never put myself all the way out. And I remember that I had a Walmart card in May. I had got $100 gift card. And I was still holding on to it. I'm like, why I'm still holding to this gift card? And something said, girl, if you don't get that doggone gift card out your purse and call and see if anything on it. So I got the gift card in my purse. So I started calling the number, see if, put my little PIN number and everything in. How about I had $39 and some change on that gift card? But let me tell you, I had called earlier that day because I had made an order and they messed up on my order and they gave me a $10 promo code off of my next purchase. Okay. So I messed around. I got me over like $50-some worth of stuff, right? Then, let me tell you, then I forgot I had did 2 surveys. When my son went to the mailbox yesterday, I had 2 $25 gift cards. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't know what God can do. Let me tell you, you fools. Let me tell you. That's right. You hear me, Pep? You hear me? Let me tell you. I did not know what the hell I was going to eat because I took my money and bought coats and blankets. I totally forgot, y'all, that I had that doggone gift card because I knew that I had $100 on it, but I thought I had used all of it up and I had just a few dollars on there left. Not knowing that I had $39 and some change on there. Then turned around, had $10 promo code. Then I turned around, bought me $50-some worth of groceries because, like I said, it's just me. Then I turned around and got 2 more gift cards for $25 each. Let me tell you something. God gonna make a way. You hear me? God gonna make a way for his people. Do you hear me? I might sit, I might worry, but I pray and I call on my Father in heaven, and when he answers. I don't know, Carol, if they say, well, he ain't never on time. Now God ain't. Now he on time. He is always on time. God ain't never on time. He ain't there. Oh, he there. He hear you. He there. He see you when you think nobody see you. He's up all night long. He's ready for whatever you bring to battle. 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. He is there. You hear me? He there. And if I tell you he made a way for me, like he made a way for his kids, I went in that thrift store with about 75 to 100 books. I got over 30-some doggone blankets. But let me tell you, when I went in there, God good. When I went in there, I said, dang. I said, I don't know how much these blankets going to cost, these comforts going to cost, but I need to get a few of them just for my people. My people going to be cold. I don't want my folks to be cold because I knew it was going to be cold. Went to the counter. God dog it, y'all. It was a Green Day sale. Look out. The Green Day said I get a discount on these blankets and coats. Watch out there. You hear me? When I went there, I did not know that they had a discount day on nothing. The Green Day, Yellow Day, I didn't know that. I just wanted to do what I was supposed to be doing, what my heart said for me to do, what God pushed me to make, say, girl, get on and take care of your business. And I did that. But it was a green tag day. On this green tag day, everything's like 50 cents a percent off or 75% off, something like that. Yeah, I would not clean house on them doggone blankets and them comforters. You hear me? And a few coats. I did that. I sure did. Yes, Lord. You hear me, girl? You hear me, friend? That's right, friend. That's right. I did that. I sure did. I said, Lord, these folks gonna be cold. The cold front came in so fast on us, so doggone quick. Man, boy, let me tell you. But y'all, we got to we always say we got to be careful about what go on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have it loaded. Let's load it up. But I'm gonna say this. Then I'm gonna play the video. Can you just imagine yourself? You did all your time in jail. You done got out of jail. You living your life. And then all of a sudden, you got to turn yourself in on a law that no longer exists in the judicial system anymore. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I ain't going to even lie. If I go to jail, nobody else. If I go to jail and I get out of jail and they tell me, well, girl, you got to turn yourself back in, girl. This law don't exist anymore and you got to turn yourself back in, go back to jail. I'm not going. I'm running for the cover. I'm going to Mexico. I'm going to Mexico. I will not be turning myself in for nobody. I don't know about nobody else. I ain't trying to make nobody no criminal but me. But if I went to jail and did all my doggone time, I get out of jail. I got to go back because of a law that don't exist anymore. That turns, and that law says I have to turn myself in. I'm going to Mexico. Not Mexico. I'm going to Mexico. I gotta go. There is nowhere in the world. I promise y'all, I'm not turning myself in. I'm not turning myself. If I go to jail and I did my time and I come out and they're gonna turn myself back in, I'm not going. They gonna say, I don't know. They just call me say I ran off, and what, but I don't know. But I just know that I'm not turning myself in. So my question to you is, before I put this video, would you turn yourself in if you did your time in jail? They say that law don't exist anymore. Let me tell you something. I'm not going. I'm running off on the plug. Run off on the motherfucking plug. I'm running off on the plug. I will not turn myself in by any means necessary. I'm serious. I'm serious. Because I think it's kind of ridiculous. You got to turn yourself in because of the mistake that they made. Let me see here. I won't do it. I'm not doing it. They're gonna have to send the bounty hunters out on me. They're gonna send the everybody to find me because I'm lost in the sauce. Let's check this video out, y'all.
Across America, inmates are serving time under laws that don't exist anymore. And tonight, we're digging deep into a rare and pretty striking case here in Florida.
It could challenge how people on all sides think about crime and punishment. And our chief investigator, Craig Patrick, pulls back the layers in the case of Robert Woodall.
Robert,
he's been my rock.
And he says people who do bad things should do hard time.
See people slapped on the wrist and they come in and they don't take it seriously.
But he also says some sentences go too far, including his own.
Getting smart with it and not just have this, let's just lock them up all and throw away the key.
His story is different. We first met Robert in 2017 at his Lake County home after he had successfully appealed his conviction and a judge set him free.
And he made a decision in that courtroom and set me free. And I got to come home.
Then after he rebonded with his fiancée Stephanie and their sons Robbie and Lance.
Ooh, good spiral. Who taught you how to throw like that?
And after he turned his life around,
he does everything for us.
The state sent him back to prison on a law that no longer exists.
I hope I was able to be a good influence.
It all started just before Christmas more than 20 years ago. Stephanie developed postpartum depression, left Robert, and took their boys to Texas.
I watched them out the window, and as they turned the corner, I just broke out and cried. And
so his buddies took him out drinking. They got in a scuffle with some men in an elevator. A security guard broke it up, and they went their separate ways, not knowing they lived across the street from one another.
So when I pulled in, I seen them, they seen me, and it was, I guess they thought we followed them, and we thought that they followed us, and it was just one of those circumstances.
The hostilities resumed. Robert hit one man in the nose, then took his legally owned handgun and fired what he called warning shots into the ground to try to break up the fight. But a bullet ricocheted off the ground and struck a man in the ankle.
While rise come to order.
The victim with the broken nose asked the court to show a degree of clemency to Robert for the sake of his kids. But the judge had no flexibility for firing a gun in an assault case. Under the old 1020 life law, that was an automatic 20 years in prison.
They don't do that anymore.
They don't, because courts later struck part of Florida's 1020 life law, and then state lawmakers changed it to give judges more discretion. And after Robert Woodall served 11 years, a judge ruled there had been a procedural error in his conviction and released him.
I get to be with my family. I get to be a father.
Robert poured his savings into a landscaping business and juggled mowing lawns with volunteer work.
He's got us going to church. He's got us, involved in the schools.
But then a state prosecutor appealed Woodall's release, arguing there was no procedural error. And while the state had changed the 1020 life law, the changes do not apply to people like Woodall who had already been sentenced. And that's how this man who spent 18 months in freedom got 9 more years in prison. We were there as he was resentenced, and his family screamed and cried.
He didn't do anything wrong. He's been over a year and he hasn't done anything wrong.
That day that I left that courtroom and I seen my sons crying in tears and my whole family screaming and wailing, God showed up for me that day.
Robert is now serving the final year of his reinstated 20-year sentence, and a lot has changed the past 8 years.
Lance, he joined the Marines. He's over in Okinawa right now.
Robbie joined the Air Force and got married in one of many milestones Robert missed.
I remember falling into tears because I realized I missed all those moments and you can't get them back.
Meanwhile, the state prosecutor who convinced the court to send Woodall back to prison moved on. Pam Bondi now leads the U.S. Justice Department as Attorney General. And back in Central Florida, Robert and Stephanie also moved on. After their painful last day together in court and with the passage of time, they drifted apart.
I made the final decision to separate because I could see it was just hurting her and hurting myself and hurting my children. Just kind of reliving, that moment over and over again.
As for Robert, he's taking classes in prison to become a truck driver, and he learned a lot about life caring for ailing inmates in their final days.
That palliative care unit really taught me a lot. When you're around people who pass away, it really makes you see how short life is.
He's completing his sentence with conflicting emotions, a man who feels he did not deserve another 9 years, and yet he says it strengthened his faith.
Got reincarcerated.
He believes in giving judges discretion and giving law enforcement the tools needed to keep people safe.
I'm smart on crime too. I want our police officers and our attorneys and judges and correctional officers and everybody, doing the best that they can do to make sure that our society is protected.
Speaks a nuance often missing in the politics of crime.
And I was a part of the burden. Regardless of where I am now, there was a victim in this.
And he speaks in contradictions rooted in policy and in our history.
So some might argue, hey, the 20 years worked. I don't believe I needed it because the change started happening immediately in my life.
Because of the fear.
Because of the fear.
But you can't have the fear without having the reality of that being the sentence.
Correct. So that's the hard part.
With perspective that makes issues of crime and justice more complicated than many may think.
It worked. I've told this before. Prison actually worked for me. And people inside here probably shaking their head as far as inmates. Why? What are you talking about? But it did. I took it seriously.
Woodall is serving the remainder of his sentence in Kissimmee. He's scheduled to be released.
Let's see what's... Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. They had to find you, friend. Girl, they had to find me and you. You hear me? Baby, there is no way. There is no way. I'm sorry. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it either, friend. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And they tore the man household up, the kids, the girl, and for some, and then everybody else went on with their life. They done went to the military, go on with their life, enjoying them built their life up, and they still got you stuck behind back here in the jailhouse. Turn yourself, I'm gonna just say this: whoever turns themselves in when the judge tell you to, y'all good. Y'all are some good people. Some real dang on good people. But let me tell you something. Old me, just old me, Old me can do it. There is no way. I'm like my friend. Could find me. Finder seekers, loser weepers. Let me tell you. Yeah, I had been following the story for a while. And I checked it out. We're gonna check out some that it says that talk about, and then we're gonna check out the other articles. But again, I just want to say again, perp, whoever can turn themselves in when they say they're gonna let you out, get your affairs in order, or whatever. You know, you have to really trust the person, and they're a team for you to tell a person, we're gonna let you out for about 2 weeks. You're gonna be we're gonna want you to come back to court in 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, want you to turn yourself in. We're gonna let you out for 2 weeks to turn, to take care of your business, your affairs, your finances, and and things like that, your household, your wife, the girl, the kids, or whatever. We're gonna let you, let you take care of that. But within 2 weeks, we want you to come back. You have to be a strong, willful person. Not to go back. If you got money. Let me throw that in there. If you got money and you can change your identity and you got the means of doing it, why would you go turn yourself in 2 weeks after you got your affairs in order? What the hell? I'm not going to, even if I had money, I wouldn't go turn myself in. Even if I didn't have no money, I don't think I would still turn myself in. I wouldn't feel like, I ain't got no money. I don't have nothing to lose. I might as well just go turn myself in and go and get it over with. Money or no money, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna do it. And if you do it, hey, that's on you. I'm a, and having people check on you and everything and things like that right there. But I'm not doing it, sir. I'm not doing it, pal. If I got money, if I got some money, I'm not turning myself in. I'm gonna go try and do a whole identity change and all that. With my little coins and whatever. Even if I ain't got no money, I'm still not gonna go turn myself in. I'll be damned if I turn myself in and go through all that through prison system again, and in this little bit of jail cell, 2x4 jail cell, and you got to go to the yard when they tell you go to the yard, and you can't eat until they tell you can eat on certain times, and you got to eat this old bullshit ass food, that they're offering for you in the prison system, and you gonna turn yourself back in for that, and you gonna miss some McDonald's burgers and Wendy's and seafood and shit, soul food, Mexican food for that junk, that slop, and that law don't exist. Hell to the no. Ain't no way I better do it. But let me move on. We always say here at Being on Entertainment TV, you got to know your people. That means your girl, your boy, your dude, your girl, your dude. You got to even know the kids that they got. You got to know them. Say, I'm going to play this right here, but I also found the article. Check it out.
His father told me that he left his son in Dominica Mosby's care, something he's done countless times while he was working. And then he got a call no parent should ever have to receive. His son was dead. Memphis police say they found 3-year-old Kevin dead at a home in Frazier early Saturday morning. He was left in Mosby's care. Investigators say initially Mosby lied, saying she put Kevin to bed, then woke up around 3 in the morning to find the little boy unresponsive. But the medical examiner discovered Kevin died from being beat to death. His injuries included a lacerated liver, internal bleeding, burns to his ears and genitals, along with bruises on his body. On Sunday, police say Mosby confessed. She told investigators she burned him with a cigarette and a lighter. She also says she slapped, punched, and stomped on the boy's body. I spoke with Kevin's dad and grandmother. They say they want to talk to her and ask her why she would hurt an innocent boy.
When I tell you that baby was full of, and the sweetest baby, he was so sweet, it don't even feel right to see all the other kids playing.
They ain't here.
And he ain't here with us.
Mosby is currently being held in jail without bond. Her first court appearance is scheduled for Thursday. She's facing a first-degree murder charge along with aggravated child neglect and aggravated child abuse. As for Kevin's family, they're now left planning a funeral for a little boy who had so much life ahead of him. If you're interested in donating to the expenses of the funeral, head to our website, fox13memphis.com. There's a GoFundMe link.
Man, again, I'm going to tell y'all, I keep telling y'all, quit leaving your kids with these people. Well, she was all right at first. You know, I didn't see any faults up in there, any claws, any mistakes. But sometimes people snap. But sometimes you also, before people snap, you have to know people. You got to know people. My God, you got to know people. This is a precious baby. You got to know people. This is absurd. This is ridiculous. That's why can't know anybody take care of my grandkids. Can't know anybody take care of my kids and watch my kids. We know daycare high. And it shows that he was the only parent that was involved because he had to get a babysitter to watch him while he took care of his business. So that let me know that he was the only fulfilled parent in the relationship. He was taking care of the baby. The mother wasn't there. You know, when you date people, you got to really know what you're dating. You have to really dig now into their business. You have to really, really dig into their business nowadays because just as about, well, I think I know enough. Do you really know enough? How much is enough of enough for you to know enough? How? No matter what age that kid is a special kid to that parent. It may not be your kid, but it's that person's kid. And no matter how bad he hollers, scream, whoop, talk shit, that's still his kid. And if you women don't want to be involved with men with kids, or don't want to be a participant in the kid's life, do not be involved with a man who has children. Men, do not be involved with women who has children. A kid being 3 and 4 years old, what have he did to you? What could a kid that age do to you? He ain't paying no bills yet. He ain't buying no food yet. He ain't buying his necessities yet. He ain't got no money yet. Any words that he know he got them from you, from the house. So what could a kid do that age to hurt you that bad where you want to hurt them and mess them up and unalive them? Let me tell you something. That heifer couldn't have had her ass still, and she couldn't have been still standing. Couldn't have been still standing. No, hell to the no. Again, hell to the no. There is no way that I got sisters, nieces, aunties, and we ain't finna make it happen. We ain't gonna make it happen. You don't unalive my kid, a 3 or 4 year old kid can't do nothing to you. Now, I mean, when somebody unalive somebody by whooping their ass, jumping on them, it ain't gonna do nothing for you. You still not gonna get the satisfaction that you want. You still gonna be in that pain no matter what. And the only way that I can get over that pain or give me some kind of ease. Y'all remember that man who they said hit those people in that car after they had killed the son, but they wasn't true? See, I would probably black out on some things like that. You know, because so therefore that I'm telling you is that person would not have a chance to even go to jail. And yes, sir, you got to research your people. I don't give a damn. You've been knowing them 20, 30 years. People change. People mind frame change. People go through stuff. People have mental breakdowns. People have problems. You know, that they ain't telling you. They try to solve and pick and choose for themselves in their mind. You feel me? So, stop leaving your kids with people. You got to leave. And I can't believe I was just going to say what I was just going to say. Well, what you was going to say? Leave with your family members. Family members just as worse as anybody else. They ain't no better than nobody else. So, and all in all, what I'm trying to tell you is trust nobody with your kid. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, nobody. We got kids 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got kids from the age of some months all the way to the age of about 12, 10, somewhere along there. You just can't leave them with anybody. That person got to be a really, really trustworthy person. I mean, trustworthy. I'm serious. I'm serious, because that scares me. And I like kids. I love children. That scares me. That scares the heebie-jeebies out of me, because I don't know what my reaction gonna be. Because my reaction, if you hurt my kid, I'm gonna come out, and it's gonna be all kind of things that's gonna go on. You feel me? see what I did. Hold on, y'all. I did something. Oh, there we go. Let me see here. Let me put this on screen. Okay.
Video of 3-year-old Kevin Horton, a happy little baby boy playing with his cousin on a swing. Sadly, though, Memphis police say his life was cut short by a woman close to the family. This woman, his father's girlfriend, Dominica Mosby. She is accused of torturing and beating that little boy to death. Fox 13's Dominique Dillon sat down exclusively with that family, and she joins us live from the newsroom now. And Dominique, while this is a tough story to tell, this family actually wants to share this story to help prevent this from happening to anyone else.
Yeah, this little boy's father says he never thought the woman he trusted, the woman who's actually the mother of his 2 youngest children, would ever harm his son. But he says that's exactly what happened. And now he's faced with the difficult task of planning a funeral. Youngest children would ever harm.
I'm at work. I'm at work, fool. Why you didn't notify me that my child was throwing up? My child was not sick when he left my sister out. My child was well. My child laid on my chest.
Keith Horton was nearing the end of a 16-hour shift Saturday morning when he got a call no parent should ever have to answer. His 3-year-old son, Kevin, who he left in the care of his girlfriend, Dominica Mosby, was dead.
And then he notified me that he'd passed. I left the job. I clocked out, left the job. I made it to the house like 3:20. I get to the house. She's standing outside. I got the fire department people in the house. When I go in there and see my son, he ice cold. He purple.
Initially, Kevin was questioning how a healthy little boy with an infectious laugh and his entire life ahead of him could go from this to lifeless overnight.
I want to go talk to her. It's a lot of questions, but the only one I know is why.
At first, Mosby told police Kevin wasn't feeling well when he was dropped off from his aunt's house Friday.
He never was sick. That just was like a story for her to get her story together.
Mosby said she put the toddler to bed, then woke up around 3 a.m. to find him unresponsive. But the medical examiner revealed the truth, far more disturbing. And eventually, police say Mosby confessed to torturing little Kevin to death. She told police she put a lit cigarette out in his ear. The shock and pain caused the 3-year-old to pee on the floor. Police say Mosby then burned his genitals with a lighter, then slapped, punched, and stomped on the little boy. She told police she believes he was dead by the time she went to sleep.
When I tell you, that baby was full of, and the sweetest baby, he was so sweet. It don't even feel right to see all the other kids playing. And he out here with us.
Mosby is charged with first-degree murder, aggravated child abuse, and aggravated child neglect. Her first court appearance is scheduled for this Thursday. As for the family, they're now planning a funeral. So if you're interested in helping out, donating to the funeral expenses, head to our website, fox13memphis.com. We have a link to their GoFundMe.
You know, she was a sick person. She had 2 more kids by this man. She had 2 other kids by him. So she want to take somebody else's kid's life. So that other kid's life she took was not her kid. I don't know what's wrong with you ignorant ass people want to take care of, want to take somebody else's kid's life. Because she love kids too. Too many in my house now. No peace, no quiet. No peace, no quiet, Pep, at your house. Yeah, she need punch. And he was cute. Wasn't he cute? Cute little old bitty button. But I'm telling y'all. Boy, I'm telling y'all, say, we can't. We just. And I'm so glad, y'all. I hate to see it. But I'm kind of glad that I don't have no little kids right now. The way I look at how things are in this world going, how things is all tore all up and not right. I just don't I don't understand, y'all. I don't understand. And I need some help. Hold on, y'all. Help me understand. Shut up, Sabrina. Myself, I couldn't hurt no kids. I couldn't hurt no elders. I couldn't hurt nobody like that. I couldn't hurt nobody like that. But if you get them pushing them buttons and messing with me as a person, that's different. But as far as me hurting my elders, something like that, I don't understand stuff like that, y'all. I'm sorry. It just ain't in me. You went and hung out. Where you been? Well, so you go to? Oh, but anyway, but yeah, y'all. My next thing is, please, y'all gotta be careful about who y'all let take care of your kids. I mean, I don't know you, I don't know your kids, but you got to take care of your kids. Okay, ladies, Sarah, Pap, anybody else in the chat, in the crowd, ladies, y'all make sure y'all wash y'all cuckoo.
Afraid of water.
It seems like you're afraid, and you know water not expensive.
I have no problem getting men. Men have no problem smelling it, licking it, eating it. I mean,
where you get these men? I barely sit down on this bar chair and I almost fall backward.
Well, they don't have a problem.
Well, girl, I love you.
They understand. They like kitty chow.
They do.
They like kitty chow, I guess.
I don't know, girl, but that shit look like you need to go just wash yourself. You take care of your feet almost every 2 weeks. But you wash your thing only 1 week. Come on, bro. You can't do a brother like that.
I got you, man. Once we're done with this, I'll go home. I'll wash my kitty. I'll take care of it.
Please.
I'll wash my kitty. Maybe I'll wash it twice a week.
Try once a day.
I'll think about it. I'll take it under advisement.
Okay. Okay. Okay, y'all. Okay. Y'all. How many of y'all take y'all stinking asses up into them Chinese places to get y'all feet done and be wondering why they be like, Yeah, nice nails, nice nails. They saying your ass is funky. You stink like a motherfucker. There's nowhere in the hell you go to some Chinese shops up and there with your stinking ass, pop your legs up and your feet up and want your stuff, your feet done, and your ass is funky. Hello? Hello? And y'all get mad when y'all say, we don't understand what they saying about, we don't know what they saying. They talking about your stinking ass. Like that man said, you funky. Wash every day. And y'all, clearly, she was not a little woman. Let's watch that again. How you know she was a little woman? Look at her ankles. Look at her legs. She was not a little yin yang. Check it out.
It seems like you're afraid, and you know water not expensive.
I have no problem getting men. Men have no problem smelling it, licking it, eating it. I mean,
where you get these men? I barely sit down on the spa chair and I almost fall backward.
Well, they don't have a problem.
Well, girl, I love you.
They understand. They like kitty chow.
They do.
They like kitty chow, I guess.
I don't know, girl, but that shit look like you need to go just wash yourself. You take care of your feet almost every 2 weeks. But you wash your thing only 1 week. Come on, bro. You can't do a brother like that.
I got you, man. Once we're done with this, I'll go home. I'll wash my kitty. I'll take care of it.
Please.
I'll wash my kitty. Maybe I'll wash it twice a week.
Try once a day.
I'll think about it. I'll take it under advisement.
Ladies. When a man tell you that your kitty, she said kitty chow. She never had a problem with it. She a stinking ass female. Did y'all see her look at her legs? That show you that she wasn't a little woman by the size of her leg. She wasn't a little woman. Kitty chow. She never had a problem with it before. Nobody never told her that her stuff is stinking ankle. You hear me? You're a grown ass woman. You ain't washing your ass, but you said you come here every week and get your toenails did. She's a regular customer. And then y'all get mad. Well, I don't like going to Chinese shop. I don't know what they be saying. They be talking about me, talking about us. They be saying yang 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 chong. Chong 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 chong. Chong 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 chong. Your ass is funky. They talking about you. And you get mad because you can't understand what they're saying. If you could understand what they're saying, would you get mad? Hell yeah. Would you get mad even though you don't know what they're saying? Hell yeah. That means you can be mad if damn if they do it, damn if they don't. You can be mad no matter what. No matter what. But you women got to take care of y'all body. And to be a woman that old as she was and tone of her voice, y'all got to take care of y'all body. You got to wash that new. That it got to be washed. You got to wash that stinky stuff. Man say. And it's bad when a man tell you that your cuckoo is stinky. But when you get a foreigner tell you that your cuckoo stink and you need to wash it, and he down there, and you got your legs propped the fuck up. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Let me get to my last little video. I screen record this one, y'all. So y'all check it out. I want y'all to listen.
58 years, your release is granted. You're free to go.
Free at my age? I've been free since Kennedy was alive.
Your son wanted to be here today, but he passed last winter.
My boy's gone. There's 5 when they took me.
You served 39 years. You're free to leave today.
Thank you, Your Honor, but where do I go? I have no home, no friends, no wife.
The charity group arranged a place for you. They said they'll meet you at the gate.
Someone is waiting for me. Someone I...
After 51 years, you're approved for release. You may go.
Sir, before I leave, what year is it?
It's 2019.
I missed everything, my wife, my buddies, my life.
My wife left you a message before she passed. She said, tell him I never stopped waiting.
She waited?
Even after... You've completed your 43-year sentence. You're being released today.
43 years. Is my house still there?
Your home was sold years ago. Your siblings all passed.
Then where do I go?
Your niece left a message. She said, tell her she still has a family.
Me?
Sir, after 58 years...
I just want to say that those people was in that jail for a long time, y'all. What made you play this? Because I feel kind of bad. And what I mean by that is, where they gonna go? You know what I mean? Where they gonna go? That man said he been in jail since his son was 5 years old. Where they gonna go? They family members waited, wives and husbands waited on them. Couldn't wait no longer time. God pulled a number. They couldn't wait no longer. So my thing is, the house is sold, family gone. Who you got when you get out? Who you got? So you got to think about them when you go to jail and when you get out. You got to know who's going to be there for you. Is anybody going to be there? Everybody going to be gone? You know what I'm talking about? Because these people here ain't got nobody there for them no more. Everybody they love them and family members and mama and daddy and sisters and brothers, they gone. Your house you paid for and bought through the years, it stayed there, and they can only can pay for it or deal with it for so long. And people's lives be taken. People get sick when you be in them prisons. Things change, lives change, situations change, help change when you go to jail. For your loved ones who out in the street waiting on you while you in there trying to maintain yourself for them to wait on you when you get out of jail from being in prison. So we get to think, y'all, when it comes to a life and death situation, I'm just saying my life and death situation is gonna be really, really that. It's gonna be really that life and death situation. And if I got to unalive somebody to keep myself alive, but knowing that I'm right at the same time that I went in the wrong, I would do that. But again, at the same time, I'm gonna have the same struggle when I get out. All my family members gone, my siblings, my sister and brother, cousin, they all done passed away, and I'm just the only thing with looking good. Youth is still in my system. I'm still making it. I done been rejuvenated, I've been in the jailhouse, body been preserved. Now I'm gonna get out, everybody gone. Everybody done dried up or can't hardly move, and I'm the only one still moving around swiftly and stuff and things like that. We gotta think about that, y'all. Let's think about that. But anyway, I'm gonna get up off here. I don't know what Sabrina problem is, but she is really getting on my nerve. The other night, she wouldn't let me sleep. So I threw out the room, closed my door up. I could hear her crying. Oh, she was crying. I didn't care, but I needed my rest. So when I woke up the next morning, she done turned the food over. She done knocked the water over. She done had a whole tantrum here by herself. A whole tantrum by herself. Just her, by herself. But anyway, y'all hadn't been working out, but I'm feeling better. I know, there she go again. I know her, right, Sarah? My tailbone feel better, y'all. I'm not sore. I can get up and down. I'm good to go. I went to the doctor, and I've been keeping a log on my blood pressure. My blood pressure been high, so they had to give me an extra milligram, an extra 5 milligram on my blood pressure. And when I did that, my blood pressure been going out to 111, 114, something like that, which is good. But it worries me, though. It worries me. It worries me. You know, when you go in that hospital and you fighting for your life, that blood pressure machine plays a big part on your heart. That heart plays a big part on the machine. Yeah. It plays a big part on the machine when it comes as far as the blood pressure. Come to that heart. It sure do. It plays a big part. A big part. So it kind of worries me a little bit because my blood pressure been kind of high. But I wonder how long would it stay low. I know probably as long as I take my medication. But my thing is, if I try to do something natural, would it be any good? Because of what my body needs to bring that blood pressure down. Because my blood pressure can go up to 200. And that's stroke level. But anyway, I try to take care of myself. I got one me. You know, I get, it's this time of year. You know, holidays. I hate holidays. You know, I Thanksgiving I did. I got kind of sad during Thanksgiving. I got a little sad, but I kept on trying to do stuff to try to keep it off my mind, off my head. You know what I mean? Now here come Christmas coming around again. You gonna call me? Okay, friend. Here Christmas is right here. You know, I don't know, y'all. You know, when I had my kids, I just never thought I would lose one. You know what I mean? And I remember I used to say all the time, I don't want to be one of the people that lose my kid, right? Okay. But I end up losing one of mine. But then, it's an awkward feeling. And it's, that they're gone and it's messed up. But then it's really fucked up when the holidays come around, they're not there. You don't hear them no more to say, Mama, I love you, or give you a kiss, or to pick on you, or, let me tell y'all something. It's hard. It's really hard when you don't hear your kid's voice. You know, I hate holidays. I used to love Christmas, birthdays, and man, those were my years. But now I hate them days. I hate Mother's Day. I hate Christmas. I hate New Year's. I hate Thanksgiving. I hate them days only because I've lost something dear and close. But it really, really hurts when you don't hear their voice, when they didn't have no kids. He didn't have no kids. I didn't have any grandkids. The only way I heard my son's voice is from videos that I got of me and him together acting up, cutting up, or videos on his Facebook page. And I remember that time I had got knocked out of my Facebook, and they said I had did something, some kind of advertisement or something like that on my account. And I don't do any advertising on my Facebook account. And they took my page. I couldn't get it back. And I'm like, damn, I can't even go to my son's page anymore to look at his videos and all this stuff. I told my friend girl that. And I was very, very sad. And I don't know. God heard my cry. He heard me. And he had whoever took my page, Facebook page, he must put on their heart to look at their page again. Because when I came back again, a day or so later, my page was back up again, running. And I was so happy because I can hear my son's voice on his videos. You know, but it's hard. People like, I got so many this and this kids, this and that, and I don't want these kids, this and that. Baby, take your kids and love your kids, because them voices, a voice mean a lot. It mean a lot. Oh, I know, girl. I know, girl. I know, girl. I know. You and Pep, I appreciate y'all. You know, I don't have nobody that I can vent to or rant to or a show that I can cry on or nobody like that. You know, and not only that, I don't want to be bringing nobody else down to my level. You feel me saying? I don't want to make nobody else sad because I'm saying that. You know, sometimes I don't say nothing. But why you didn't tell me that, perp? Well, girl, I don't want to make you sad like I'm sad, girl. You know, I don't want to never make nobody down like I be down. You know, you'll never know I'm down unless I tell you I'm down. You feel me? You'll never know nothing wrong unless I speak on it. Because I don't want to bring my problems to my friends and put them down as well. You feel me? So, you know, then when I do tell them, well, why you didn't tell me? Well, I kind of figured something was going on because you such. You know, I don't want to bring, I'm not the kind of person who want to bring everybody's parade down. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never do that. You know, I'll be broken all day long in the inside. But one thing for certain, two things for sure, you'll never see it on the outside. I know you be mad. But you know, you'll never know on the outside. I still smiling. I still joking. You know, that's because I've learned how to succumb that within myself. I've learned and I've grown to know how to just hold my things to myself. You feel me? So, you know, I don't know. But anyway, I just had to let that out, y'all. I just had to let that out. But I thank y'all for listening, y'all. Anyway, I'll be back. Don't forget, y'all. Next month is the first of the year. Christmas coming up. I'll be back for Christmas come. I'll be back for New Year's come. But I hope I see everybody again. You know, who's here this year. I'll see y'all next year, and hopefully we can get our channel up booming. You know, a little bit better. I mean, I don't know. I've branched out. I go to different pages. And people be like, we get to hit the panels. I'm not a hidden panel person. Even though you get on a personal panel, they can still dox you on the panel. You feel me? So I don't go on everybody's panels. So I don't know, but anyway, I am gonna get out more next year. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna be out more since my leg is better, and you know, keep myself from falling and carrying on like a little kid over here can't walk. I'm gonna get out a little bit more, but yeah. But anyway, y'all, I heard my son cooking something, but I don't know what. And I told him I need to start eating early in the daytime. Cause be messing with, I don't need all that grease and stuff on my hip. I am, Pap. I am. I sure miss you, Pap. Girl, I miss you. Girl, I miss you. I miss you. I sure do. But guess what? Next year, I'm telling y'all, and I'm claiming everything. I'm gonna be light on my feet next year. You hear me? God gonna have me all the way around. He gonna have the Vino team, the Vino channel all the way around. Guess what? Next year is my motherfucking year. I claim that. I step on that. I'm stomping on it like a big dog. Next year is my motherfucking year. You hear me? And on that note, how the hell you gonna love somebody you don't love yourself? Peace.
Moving slowly through the yard, through my mind, I feel you.